I desire to share with you my own inner alchemy from childhood sexual trauma to the woman I am today. And in offering this step-by-step process to offer you possibilities of meeting yourself in new and freeing ways. So I took some time to reflect upon the very first steps. What was required of me before I could make a new relationship with my body, a new relationship with my breath, and a new relationship with my movement. And upon this reflection, I saw that there were 4 keys that were required of me, and these were on a mental and emotional level. So although I had attended mind therapy, so counselling, talking therapy for a considerable amount of time, I came to this realization that it was only going to get me ever so far, because it was not dealing with body memory, and it was not offering me guidance and support in ways to reconnect with my body. I could talk, but I couldn't feel, let's say, I couldn't feel any sensation or any attachment whatsoever to my body. So the first step that was required of me, I am choosing to share with you today, and that was acceptance. Acceptance is a pretty big thing for anyone that has experienced any sexual trauma. When we are in a space of non-acceptance, then we are in a space of denial. And if we're in denial, it means that maybe we can manage easier, because denial means that we are refusing to accept that it happened. And in this denial, if it didn't happen, then we can manage, then we can cope, then we can survive. Acceptance allows space for things to move. There's flexibility. There's an opportunity for change. There's an opportunity for transition. Whereas denial suppresses, and in this suppression there is a tightness that means that change cannot happen and growth cannot happen. So we get very stuck in denial. In denial, it keeps us stuck in emotions, it keeps us stuck in life, in the inability to move forward. And yet once upon a time, denial would have kept us safe so that we could cope, so that we could manage. So neither is wrong or right, but one keeps us tight and is suppressive, and one offers us space for movement, space for change, space for an opportunity to move forward. Now, as I just said, our denial may have been at that time to keep us safe. It may have been that it was also overwhelming, that we had to disassociate, and so there the denial came in. Denial may be because of the dynamics of the relationship of who our abuser was, that it just feels like an impossibility to accept that it happened and to accept that that person was the abuser. So there may be so many reasons why we are in a space of denial. But the first key truly is acceptance. Acceptance that it happened. Because when we give ourselves this gift of acceptance that it happened, it gives our body opportunity to move out of a belief that it is still happening, which is why our nervous system and so many other things are triggered. Because of the suppression of the memory in our body is still reliving that. There is no movement, and it's still believing that it is happening rather than it happened. So in acceptance that it happened, we are able to move, and so is our body able to move and adjust. Also, acceptance offers us responsibility. It offers us responsibility for our own healing, for our own alchemy, for our own life. If we're in denial of something, then we are not taking responsibility for it because it doesn't exist. And the only person truly who can choose to move from, to choose a different life from, to grow from, to heal from, is ourselves. And that's truly empowering. And acceptance gives us that. Acceptance gives us permission to be responsible for our own life, for our own journey, and for our own healing.